things started to flicker or disappear and go away, and I was breeding a horse once and the stallion disappeared on me, and then I could feel him, I couldn't see him. On the right eye, I'm almost totally blind, and in my left eye, it's like looking through Vaseline. But there's parts that are still a little clear, but then parts that disappear like puzzle pieces missing. So there's some days, like right now, in my left eye, I can almost see a good shadow and shape of dark against light, but as the day goes on, it all sort of goes fuzzy and gray. I really started having a lot of trouble with my eyesight, and there was absolutely no doubt there was something seriously wrong. And then I was diagnosed, and yes, I was definitely losing my sight.
There are 4 buttons on your pen, friend.
I sat down and did my own self-assessment, which is a great part of the EATI program, that I don't go to a government office and say, what would you be willing to give me? I can just sit down and say, okay, I do a lot of files, for instance. How do I identify those files without always having to ask a sighted person, because I do a lot of work in my home.
This is my first label I am recording.
Woohoo! That's so exciting to me, you have no idea.
A device called the Pen Friend. They look like and remind me of little Velcro dots, and they have little chips in them, and you can put that dot on the file folder and record what's in it. And so when I'm going through the files, I'll keep those dots all lined up in the file folders, and I just touch it with the Pen Friend, and it reads back to me what's on that file. So I can find my files very easily.
Participation evaluation forms, Envision program.
Including an iPad, which is opening up my life, because not only on the iPad do you just touch the screen, but it has voiceover, which tells me what's on the screen, so all the icons, when I run my fingers over it, talk. And then I can go in and everything I touch will speak to me, which is just an incredible accessibility device for me. When I first started to apply, I looked at the questions they asked. The first one was, what is my goal? So I sat down and thought about, okay, what do I want to do with my life? Where am I going now? I'm aging. I'm 55, I'm still young enough to do a lot, but I'm older now too. I have a lot of experience. Where would that fit in today's world? And then I had to look at the second question, what's getting in your way? What are your functional disabilities, for instance, my vision? There's months where I can't talk well, I slur. And then the third question was the hardest. What is it you need? No one's ever asked me that. What is it do you need? They always said, well, we have this and this. We have an apple and an orange. Well, maybe I needed a steak. You know, it didn't fit within the criteria.
Give me your toy. Woohoo!
I was able to identify what I wanted to do, what got in the way, and what will help getting that out of the way in order to look at employment for myself. That was a huge difference than going into an office and saying, okay, I almost felt like I was begging. Honest, I'm a very proud person. And it was a very difficult thing to accept that here's the sort of warrior out there helping other people, had to stop and start looking at herself as a person who needed help. And that was a very difficult process. And when I did ask for help, I was told you don't fit the criteria. And I felt like I was begging. It really made me feel that way. EATI, I could sit with the questions with myself and at my speed of acceptance of, okay, yeah, you really are. You've really got vision impairment, Heather, and it really is interfering. You can't just keep going this way. And you can't expect all your friends to keep looking out after you. You're going to have to take it on. EATI has allowed me the time to feel what I'm feeling as I'm going through this process. It's not just someone checking boxes on the other side of the desk, ignoring how I'm freaking out a bit. It's as slow or as quick as I want it to be.
Up, find the door. Where's the door? Good
With the
boy.
respect I was given, I could go and check out any device I wanted. I could go and phone up the EATI office and say, what about this? I know it's a little off the wall, but could I get this? Well, yes, if it is a device that will assist you towards your goals, yes, you could get that. And it's like, so there's no list. Wow. If someone said tomorrow you could have your sight back, I'm not so sure I'd be so willing. It's something that has given me so much understanding of myself and others that I appreciate that I have it now and that I don't view myself as disabled. Just my environment needs to pick up.